Morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, it's time to listen to me. Ain't that right? Okay, on the other news. So, if you guys haven't heard, Ghana is allowing black people, like I always say, black people, to come down there. They're asking for African American slave descendants and Caribbean slave descendants to come down to Ghana. And they're giving out not free, but they're giving out, I think it's expedited citizenship. Okay. Apparently there's some people out there that have been out there for 20 years and have not had citizenship, and they were pretty excited. Lady said, "Hey, I'm so happy. I've been here for 20 years. Wow, this is so amazing." Well, it is cool, but why are they doing it right now? I wonder. Why did the whole journey back home, year of the return happen? All that stuff. Well, I'm going to tell you why it happened right now. And this is me just being very, very, very open to what's happening in the world and just not being an idiot. So although I appreciate the African countries and allowing us back home after hundreds of years, thanks, they're doing it right now because it's a money grab. Okay, so here's the deal. And I'm not putting a damper in God's plan for us in Yahweh's, Yahweh. I'm so Americanized. I say God and I say Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. I say Jesus. I can't. It's hard for me to say Yeshua. I'm still trying to get out Yeshua and Yahweh. I'm trying to, every time I read the Bible or I pray, I'm trying to say Yahweh and Yeshua and Yahuwah in my text or in my voice. But it's proven itself to be a little hard. But I'm going to work on that, people. I'm working on that right now. So don't think I'm oh, Lord. Don't think I'm not working on that right now. I definitely am working on that. So with that being said, let me tell you what's kind of happening. So the African continent and African people in general are now working on allowing us to come back home. And again, like I just said, that's because I believe it's a money grab. Now, I don't think there's so much wrong with it. I just think that they're doing that right now because, for one, they know that black slave descendant African Americans and, well, let's just say African Americans right now, because I don't know what the rest of the world is doing, but I know that maybe some Caribbean descendants. I don't know the details of it, but we're all receiving something called reparations. And the reparations are coming out a little over $500,000 or more. I'm thinking maybe somewhere around 600,000-700,000, to be quite honest with you. They have a projected number of 220 or 30,000, but what people are missing is that's only one harm. There's about 3 or 4 different harms, is what they're calling them, that were placed upon black people and have been for hundreds of years. And I think they're starting to understand now that this is pretty bad, and they're trying to slaughter us. They're trying to wipe us off this planet. So with that being said, we're finally getting some reparations. We've been fighting for this for a long time. They first talked about it right around the time of the Great Return, right around the comeback show that Africa was talking about. I think they started talking the year of the return. They started talking about it back then. And then all of a sudden we had the year of the return. And now they're talking about it hardcore in America, especially in California. And now we got free citizenship. I wonder, is some fuckery at hand? Who knows? Excuse my language. I apologize. If you're a child, I do apologize. But it kind of slipped out. I am a follower of Christ, and I probably should not have cussed, so excuse me. That just kind of came out because that is kind of how I feel right now. But I apologize, and thank you for accepting my apology. But other than that, there is a lot of fudgery going on, and yeah, we'll see. So look, I'm not putting a hamper on going back to Africa. I actually believe that this is in Yahweh's plan to have us go back home in the land, to be settled in the land. Now, again, no one really knows for sure. We're all going off of trust and hope within the Most High, the one we call Yahuwah, Yeshua, or God in a more American terms. But that's what I think is going on. So with that being said, I'm not afraid to go back to Africa. I actually want to go back to Africa. Oh, wow, that's a nice cat. Okay, my cat's looking at another cat. So I'm definitely not against going back to Africa. I think Africa is a beautiful country and continent. I think Ghana is a beautiful country. And I believe there's a lot of different countries out there that are also beautiful as well. Of course, it has its hiccups like every other country or continent, but nothing that we can't get past. We've survived this long in America. I'm pretty sure we can survive out in Africa. I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to it. And I don't really hate if people were to take this money and go to Africa. I think that would be a smart idea, to be quite honest with you. Why live where you're hated? Why live somewhere that can't stand you? Why live somewhere that is trying to destroy you, trying to break your will, trying to do whatever it can to see you fail? Why would you have to live in a place that when you walk outside or you walk to a store, they're following you, they hate you? They want to arrest you. They want to follow you and kill you. They want to beat you. I mean, we've heard recordings of police officers and they can't wait till a civil war breaks out so they can just start letting off. I mean, we've been hunted and maimed out here and castrated and just so much over hundreds of years by these individuals that hate us for the color of our skin. And again, this is all over the world. I don't blame just I think it's the largest in America. Don't get me wrong. The racism in America is out of this world. But we are actually hated around the world by others. Not so much our own people. Our own people actually love us and they understand it. But by a lot of others. I'm not going to get into specifics right now. You guys already know what I'm talking about. But anyways, Africa's out for a cash grab. We're coming home. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Peace.